There's a curious little detail at the end of Mark's account of the Garden of Gethsemane. And so we read from Mark chapter 14, 51 to 52. A young man wearing nothing but a linen garment was following Jesus. When they seized him, he fled naked, leaving his garment behind. Now, as we've studied this story, we wonder who is this young man and what is he doing there. And scholars generally believe that the young man here is Mark himself. Mark was not one of the disciples, but he wanted to be. And so he hung around with them, and often we think of a strict 12, but there were others who were there, women and other people at different times. Mark has come out, and obviously he's ready for bed, but he sees the excitement in the moment, and he wants to be there. But then things change, and he realizes there is a cost to following Jesus. For some reason, they grab out, and they grab him by his garment, and he shrugs out of it and flees naked into the night. Well, begs the question of what would make you flee naked into the night? He must have been so afraid. Mark is an interesting character because there's part of him that really wants to be a follower of Jesus, but there's part of him that is filled with fear. And for many of us, we have so many fears ourselves. Fears of standing out in a crowd, fears of getting things wrong, fears of rejection, fears that people might get angry with us, fears that people might ostracize us. And I wish I could say that none of that stuff will happen, but the truth is it probably will. You see, following Jesus is a costly business. Mark came back and he, still a young man, he struggled. And Paul sent him home in disgrace. But then Peter saw something in Mark of himself, and he took Mark on a journey with him, and he discipled him, and Mark became his scribe. Mark's gospel, we believe the main source of Mark's gospel is Peter himself. And so Mark found his courage. And we need to find our courage to stand up for Jesus, to not flee into the night whenever we're called on to give testimony to our faith, but to stand up, to be bold, and to understand that whatever happens, we have been faithful to the Lord. God bless and have a great day.